added it together to make it sync. All right, Jam and Jelly, you know what we do? We talk about film and TV, and here we go. I will be odds, you will be evens. Let's get into it. Are you ready?
Yep.
A film that matches your ideal aesthetic is...
The Holy Mountain. It's like absurd, but everyone's serving cunt the whole time.
That's a bar. That is a very beautiful description.
It's my ideal aesthetic, and I think I'm well on my way. I just need like a couple more buckaroos to fully go there.
Okay. Word.
And yours?
I took aesthetic as just like the type of film aesthetic that I want to make, because I couldn't think of a film that would match like style or like whatever. So I really love like fantasy films and like the world on film. So I went with The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm being very specific because if I just say Hunger Games, that could be any of them. But the latest prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I really enjoyed the aesthetic of that because it was a little bit of like older times, but still like, I just love like the fashion choices in it. And I also love the aesthetic of the game itself, because the other Hunger Game movies, it's really like this big worldly thing versus the prequel. It's literally this one setting and so much chaos goes into this one setting. And yeah, I was like, I like simplicity with a little bit of chaos. That's a vibe. So that's mine.
A film that reflects your personal style is...
The School of Good and Evil. And I say that because the film is very much like bright on one side, very bright colors, bubblegum pop, and then the other side is very just like all black, but like sexy, sleek vibes. And I feel like just depending on the day, those are the two vibes that I give. I'm either going to give you like a pop of color, you know, or I'm gonna give you the sexy, sleek black. Anytime we do these prompts, I have no idea what movies to pick. I've never seen any movies, so that's the one that I came up with. I forget all movies I've ever seen, so that's my...
Well, that's how I feel for the TV ones. I'm like, dang, I've only seen The Walking Dead, huh? Like...
Right? Walking Dead and Fallout, those are your only two TV shows.
I chose Suspiria, the remake.
Oh.
Love the original as well, aesthetically speaking, for these purposes, but I'm giving it to the remake, and I'm actually not going to explain it.
You don't have to. It speaks for itself. That's totally fine. Okay, so a film that mirrors your sense of humor is...
Three-way tie. Okay. Two-way tie, and then one that like would have been my answer if you asked me a couple years ago. So if you asked me a couple years ago, I would have said What We Do in the Shadows. Because for a long time, I thought that was like the funniest movie that anyone's ever made. Taika Waititi did the damn thing on that. That was so funny.
Okay.
I did check out the TV show. I'm not as into it. It's not bad at all, though. But like, the movie's just like so, it hits.
Yeah.
What my answer now is... And actually so I'm so annoying. One actually would have been my answer a couple years ago as well. So I'm kidding myself. I'm the same person. Metropolitan and Triangle of Sadness.
Okay.
Metropolitan is it's so quick. It's so silly. It's just really good. And I really love fuck those rich people humor.
What are you talking about?
Metropolitan encapsulates that really well. If you've seen Succession, you'll like Metropolitan. If you've seen Metropolitan, you'll like Succession. It's such a classic and highly recommend that to anybody. It's such a fun one. Triangle of Sadness came out 2022. Love that. I thought it was so funny. It's so absurd. So I guess absurd is probably a key word here. I really like it absurd. I really like it kind of pointed in social commentary. And man, Triangle of Sadness hits.
This is really, really bad.
And it's so shocking. So like at first we get into, like we have, I think, more just like gag humor because everyone is throwing up and diarrheaing all over the ship, and then the ship is like tilting, so like all the toilets are overflowing with diarrhea down the halls, and it's so funny. It's so funny because this is specifically a cruise for like the super ultra rich. So it's not us getting shitted on and diarrheaed on and vomited on. It's all these like crazy wealthy people who have made their money in like selling weapons to governments and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's so funny. And then, this is a huge spoiler for Triangle of Sadness. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but it's okay. You can spoil. Okay.
I don't want to. No, I really don't want to, because the 1-2 punch of it is so, like, after all this, like, bad stuff is happening to the ship, Ruben Östlund. I'm a big fan of his.
So I got a little nostalgic with my answer, and one thing that I really enjoy, I don't watch them, I haven't seen one in like a long time, but I really enjoyed the era of spoof films. Not just like Scary Movie, but also like Dance Flick, Not Another Teen Movie, Vampires Suck. Epic Movie was also another one that I really enjoyed, and of course, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I love that era that we kind of went with the early 2000s, just making fun of these different tropes that happen in all of these movies, and like seeing like these characters like making fun of it. That was a good era. I think when I was younger they were funnier. I don't know if as an adult I would find them as funny, but I think like during
they
like,
were
a teenager
funny in that moment. It came at a good moment.
Yeah, I think now it wouldn't hit the same, but
yeah,
I think those were really good.
A film that aligns with your values or worldview is
John Wick. Now hear me out.
Okay.
So in the TV personality video, when we talked about values or worldview, I went more values for that one. For film, I went more worldview in terms of I really like the structure of the John Wick universe, about how like there's certain rules, and like if you're going out to murder somebody, you cannot murder them at like a Continental hotel. It's like a no murder like zone, which I really enjoy. And like if no matter who you are, if you break the rules, there's consequences, which is why I think John Wick 3 or something, he breaks the rules. I could be wrong. And he's like beloved by a lot of people. Like everyone loves him, but like you broke the rules at the end of the day, so you don't have privilege. So I like it because white privilege doesn't exist in the John Wick world, and that's how the world should be.
That's an insane answer. Yeah.
It's insane, but it's mine, and I stand behind it. And anyone who John Wick fans will understand, because it's a very specific world, and if you truly love the world of John Wick, you'll side with me. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to. It's okay. We listen and we don't judge.
I'm judging!
But we do. So your answer to that question, since you're judging my John Wick answer, what is your answer to the prompt? As your dog is crunching.
Yeah, I just got a little crunch in the background.
Any crunching you guys hear, that is...
That's my dog. My answer is Princess Mononoke.
Okay.
Because I think it does a really beautiful job encapsulating our relationship with nature, especially as... I mean, obviously, like, the time period, it's, like, in the past, it's, like, as we're starting to industrialize is, like, a big part of it, but, like, fast-forwarding to today, I still think that, like, give and take with nature is still, like, just hugely relevant, and I think the film really encapsulates how I, as an individual, want to interact with nature more, and less of, like, a take, destroy way, but obviously more of, like, in a symbiotic way, and... I just think, like, objectively, that's a better answer than John Wick.
Not really, but okay. So I want to be one with nature. Okay. A film that feels like your childhood or upbringing is...
I'm gonna say my answer, and I just, like, want everyone to not be worried about me when I say this. Because it's, like, a concerning answer. I really, really identified with Welcome to the Dollhouse. It's like really awful. I just feel like as like a young woman's introduction to ideas of sex and rape and pedophilia, it comes into your life not in a gentle way. It's just kind of thrown at you when like boys in your grade are like talking about it like at you, you know, like because they're learning it from like their older brothers or like media or whatever, and they don't really get it. And they don't know how real that is for you then and how real it will be for the rest of their lives. Because to them, I mean, obviously, yeah, like boys and men can get raped too, but like the way it is introduced to us, to them, that's something that happens to other people, you know? I just like I really identified with the way those topics were broached in Welcome to the Dollhouse. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's like a really good, it's like concerning because like you have this young girl, she's like really awkward. She's in middle school. She's not one of the hot middle schoolers, you know? And so, you know, she's a kid. She's growing into herself. And one of the bullies is like threatening to rape her every day. And she eventually has a crush on him. It's like really messed up. It's really messed up. I didn't have a crush on anyone threatening to rape me. But like... This all makes me sound really concerning. I promise I'm okay, and I was okay back then, too.
I'm going to point out that my John Wick answer is nothing in comparison to this answer that you just gave, okay? So we're going to talk about... It's... Because, like, I hear you, and I can... Because I knew you in middle school, so I can see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
This sounds insane.
It does sound insane.
People are going to be commenting, are you okay? Like, girl...
Joy and I went to, like, essentially an all-white school. So, like...
We did. Yes.
Like, these, like, aspects. So it's not just that, but, like, we had, like, the N-word getting thrown. Like, we had we were dealing with this stuff.
A lot going on. Yeah.
And that was, like, a very hard time. It was a hard and harsh time. People were not kind. So I think Welcome to the Dollhouse encapsulates that very well. Back to what the film is about. That's happening. But then also... She's very jealous because her younger sister is much more beautiful than she is. And when I say beautiful, the sister's, like, 5. But, like... So, like, for us adults, that feels silly, but for a kid, that is serious, and that is a real comparison, right?
Yeah.
And so she's very jealous of her younger sister, but she does still love her younger sister. And in the beginning of the film, she feels like she hates her. And so the next-door neighbor is secretly a pedophile and does want the little sister. So she just kind of, like, encourages the pedophile to steal her sister, and then he does. And so... And so she feels responsible for it, so then she runs away to New York. It's a really good film. It's a really good film.
Word.
The pedophile does not molest her. Spoiler, he doesn't molest her. If that makes you
good.
feel better about watching it.
Yes. That's a crazy
It's a dark
answer.
film, though. It's dark.
As you can see, being a black person growing up in a predominantly white institution is the darkest.
It'll fuck you up.
It makes you relate to films like this.
I really want you to watch it, because I think once you watch it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking
I'll
about.
get it.
Oh, no,
I believe it. Yeah,
because
I looked it up and, like, I was, like, reading the description and stuff, and I was like, okay, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dark.
That's so funny. Yeah, mine is not as dark, like, at all.
Would love to hear yours.
So mine,
Bonnie and Friends,
literally like Rugrats in Paris, like, you know. But no, mine is more of like a kid-ish film. So mine is Matilda, because I always want, and also let me also preference that, you know, I am adopted, my parents weren't as bad as the parents that adopted her. I was not neglected and left home at 4 years old. I very much had my own thing. But I very much wanted to be Matilda because, of course, growing up, and I think for me, like, I'm more like elementary school, so unfortunately elementary school was also predominantly white. So,
yeah,
you know, Matilda's the movie, my girl Lavender being literally the only, there weren't a lot of black kids in Matilda's class besides Lavender. So when I saw Lavender, I was like, word. However, I always thought I would have, like, special powers and stuff to just, like, make adults do what I want to do. And, you know,
I know you thought that.
You know? Shut up. Anyways, it was an inside joke here. I remember my principal in elementary school actually did hit me, like, on the back of my head. So, like, I had, like, a Mitch Trunchbull. I think I got, like, either I skipped class or I got a bad grade or something required my mother's signature. And I forged my mom's signature. And I remember it very specifically. I was in 2nd grade. The principal came into the room, told me to get up and come in. Once again, only black kid in the class. By the time we get out in the hallway, she's like, I called your mother, this wasn't it. And she smacks me in the back of my head. Boom. Yes, ma'am. Smacked me right in the back of my head. And I was so shocked because I was like, did that just happen? And of course I don't say it. Who do I tell? It's the principal of a Catholic school. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't think I ever told my mom that either. I'm gonna tell my mama that that's happened. But yeah, so I identified with Matilda because I was getting beat up in school by the hierarchies. By the hierarchies. And if I could have made my principal fly through the sky and all the kids could beat her up, that would have been my goal. Yeah. Yeah, man.
This video is making a sound.
It is what it is. School was traumatic, y'all. School was not fun all the time. The best thing that came out of our school was our friendship. Boom. Yes. That is the only thing. Is it trauma?
I'm still really sorry that happened to you, because what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not allowed.
Insane. Yeah, no, definitely not. If I should have told my mom, because that was crazy. But I was in shock. I was like, oh, okay, you can hit students? That's a thing?
Well, let's leave the past behind and zoom straight to the future. A film that feels like your future self is...
I went with Ocean's 8 because it is a group of women who, yes, they're criminals, quote unquote, but not horrible criminals. Like, they just raw. Go ahead. What are you going to say? I feel like you had a reaction.
I'm going to wait till my film comes because I chose something very similar. So you
go ahead. Okay. So, like, even though, like, yeah, like, they're criminals, they're also just, like, everyone's really intellectual. They give, like, regal vibes. They all know how to dress. They all know how to, you know, con and make their way throughout the world. And that just feels like my future self legally. Like, the legal version of that is, you know, the elegance, the confidence, I got my shit, anything I want, I can have, like, that type of mentality. But, like, in reality, I can have everything that I want. So, yeah, I went with Ocean's 8. Because also, every woman in there is hot. Like, everyone in there is hot and beautiful and smart, and they're planners, and I'm a planner too. You know, they were like to the T. They're like, we are going to plan this and make sure that all of our ducks are in a row. And yeah, so Ocean's 8 and a group, just a fun friend group of badass women that are all doing the same shit. You know?
Yeah.
So
I like
yours?
that answer. I chose Reuben Brandt Collector, which is one of my favorite films of all time. I absolutely love that movie. It's an animated film, and it's based on the art of Milorad Kristic, who's a Hungarian artist. I was super wrong. He's Slovenian. My bad. But I think he did his work in, like, Hungary or something. Whatever. Anyway, he was an artist first, and he directs this film. This is the only film he's ever directed. And it's, like, so good. It's so good. It's so, like, creatively rich. It's so interesting. But the part of this that I truly identify with... So, like, first let me tell you the plot. It's about a bunch of art thieves. So, like, this guy's a collector of art. He loves art so much. He hires a bunch of thieves. He's also a therapist, and, like, he's, like, giving therapy to all these thieves. And he's, like... I don't actually remember how they transitioned into just having them steal for him, but they all steal art for him.
Word.
And it's, like, really sleek. It's, like, really sexy. They're really sexy about it. And I also think art thievery is the sexiest crime. Not in real life, but, like, in film, stealing art's, like, really sexy, and I love it. So I love this film, and I like to envision myself as, like, in the future, me and, like, a big group of friends that are so in love with art that we need to be institutionalized.
Yes! Look at us being thieves in our future lives. I love that for us.
I know, right?
Oh my god, that is so on brand. Jam&Jelly brand. But alright. That is our film personality video. Thanks for checking it out. Bye.
Bye.